These fun-loving and inclusive volunteers wanted to bring the international sport of bike polo to Timaru, a task they've achieved with exceptional results. From a chat in a bar to a professional and enthralling event, these guys are on the ball. Welcome Timaru Bike Polo.
Kia ora tātou. I'm Damon Odie, Mayor of Timaru District Council, your third and final bald mayor, and obviously the best looking bald one here today. Welcome to you all. World events, they're massive, they're epic. The best of the best go head to head. And over the last few years, the World Bike Polo Champs have been held in places like Berlin, Germany, Geneva, Switzerland, Florida, USA, Montpellier, France. So the world officials sat there and they pondered, what should we do? And then along came the boys from Timaru. And they said, boys, have we got a deal for you?
All right, so a few years back, we were just a lonely bunch of dudes hanging out in Richard's really cute cocktail bar in town. Rich was always playing around with bikes in his shed and stuff. And a new guy moved to Timaru from Christchurch following the earthquakes. And he told us about the sport of bike polo. We told Richard about it. And I need a clicker to show you the pictures, actually. Just one moment. Don't worry, Damon, I'll grab it. It's fine. All right, there's Mark, good lad, and Richard's bar. And so Rich started saying, hey, who wants to give this a go?
So then Sunday Funday was born. It was every Sunday down at the bay playing polo. Polo is pretty simple. There's only 3 rules. You can't put your foot on the ground. You've got to score at the end of the mallet, not the side. And the major rule is don't be a dick. Polo is about inclusion and about do-it-yourself. So we support everyone and we encourage people to jump, play and join with us. We're also all fix our own bikes and play together.
Yeah, Rich helped a lot of people fix their bikes. I had no idea what I was doing. So we started to connect with the wider world of polo through the internet on online forums and chat groups and stuff, and discovered it's actually a thing, not just something we were doing. And started to meet the other crowds from around New Zealand and Australia.
And then in 2013 we hosted the Australasian Champs. It was the first time an event had ever come to Timaru and the first time we had Australians really come and participate in New Zealand play polo. So Timaru, in true fashion, we thought would put on this little event. The little event turned to slightly bigger and bigger. Before it was 36 teams over 3 courts over 3 days. It was dubbed the stepping stone for every tournament from there because we didn't really know what to expect, so we overdid it, and that's the Timaru way. So from there, we would become sort of the place to be for polo in New Zealand.
Yeah, so we're lucky to have support from council to build infrastructure and stuff, and then there was talk around the world of world champs coming to Australasia, and all the big cities were too disorganised and didn't have supportive space and councils, so Timaru said, yep, we got this. And this is what happened. Oh, that's what happens when you fall off your bike, but we'll cue the video.
Where there's honest folk from a simpler time you'll meet. Play a noble game with no mind for fame. They are free to play all day. Oh, oh, oh. If you take the time, there's a welcome here like the one you hoped you'd find. And a gathering from around the place of a different heart and mind. And the people come cause the people care about a hell of a good time. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. Keep your feet off the floor. Oh, 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 oh. Go on, give it some. Oh, 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 oh. Keep your feet off the floor. Oh, 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 oh. Go on, give it some more. If you take the time, there's a welcome here like the one you hoped you'd find. And a gathering from around the place of a different heart and mind. And the people come cause the people care about a hell of a good time. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, 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 oh. Keep your feet off the floor. Oh, 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 oh. Go and give it some. Oh, 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 oh. Keep your feet off the floor. Shuffle, don't dare, just pivot it now. Show you gotta get checked, then we're hugging it out. If you gotta tap out, then just do it quick. And one more thing. Shuffle, don't dare, just pivot it now. Show you gotta get checked.
So while the video keeps playing, I'll add some detail and you can enjoy watching the crashes. So it was put on fully by volunteers from the original bid and planning right through to the pack down of the courts. Amazingly, as we said we'd put this on, the membership of the club actually grew because people were excited to get involved and help out. So a couple of people even who had nothing to do with the club came up and said, I've booked the week off annual leave, I'll be there to help, anything you need, just let me know. It was incredible levels of support. So yeah, the number of volunteers we needed was considerable for a small club especially. For example, over the 6 days of polo we had 3 courts and each court needed 4 referees, so 12 referees overall for 6 days is one small example beyond just all the logistics. As event coordinator, I felt like I spent an entire week from about 7 a.m. in the morning to 11 p.m. at night just telling people what to do. And they're all volunteers, telling them, oh, we need rubbish cleaned up, can you drive to Christchurch, pick up some gear. And no one ever seemed to tire of being willing to help, and there was always someone nearby asking how they can help as well. It was quite remarkable. So the resources to put on an event like this was pretty considerable for us. We had no funds to start with, but Timaru's got a pretty diverse economy, and we were, as club members, spread throughout it in places that we worked, etc. And we had over 25 partner organisations who gave in-kind support as well as the extra sponsors on the side as that as well. So things like transportation, signage, design, equipment, facilities, food, was all provided in kind by various businesses and organisations. In terms of, I guess, the initiative and trying to pull it off, it felt like a pretty big job at times, and being done by busy people. So the way we went about it was, rather than having committee meetings all the time, we communicated via Facebook Messenger. We used Google Drive for files, and we had clear lines of decision making. The live streaming you saw there showed the creativity that we were able to tap into in the community, and there were viewing parties all around the world with people getting pizza and watching bike polo, which was pretty neat. And in terms of the impact of what we're trying to achieve, we definitely created that real sense of globalness to bike polo with people from all around the world. And player growth within New Zealand and Australia has since really ramped right up because everyone's been so inspired. And Damon's going to wrap it up.
Wow, don't leave me much time for the
Sorry, bud.
But what it did for our district was it showed that a little village like Timaru, 45,000 people, some cool guys like Sam and Richard, could bring a world event to our town, and the community pride was just amazing. These guys were riding to the events on their bikes, people were tooting, waving. They filled our community with vibrancy and showed the rest of the community that if you've got a dream and a vision, don't just talk about it, get out there and do it, and that's what these guys did. And for our district, it gave real self-pride. Thank you.